Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. A lot of people have been asking me about the Euro Invasion course and if I'm recommending it. I'm definitely recommending it. Here's the bottom line. There's over 800 million people in Europe, and if you're selling in the United States, great. But if you're selling something that's working, then why not show it to more people, right? That's marketing 101. You have something that works, show it to more similar people. So of course, there's going to be some things that get lost in translation, literally. Some interests that will be different, lifestyles, things like that, different things. But Youssef walks you through every single thing in that. He talks about local and global campaigns. And really, it's just about, it's pretty much another technique to scale. So I'm highly recommending the course. Tons and tons of content in there. Pretty long videos, lots of great content. I went through it myself. So I'm going to pass this off to Youssef. Let him kind of describe what's in there. But again, for everyone who's asking about it, I'm definitely recommending it.
Have you ever tried to sell in Europe and failed miserably? Like, you couldn't find a niche for a language that you don't understand? Or you struggled to find interest for the niches you hardly found? Or even you had no clue how much to price your product, translate your ad copies or not, and the list goes on and on? Well, let me tell ya, you're in the right place, and I'll show you why. But first, let me just introduce myself really quickly. This is me, and this is the only photo I found on my desktop. My journey began back in 1942. No, I'm just kidding. It only began in late 2014 when I decided to sell some t-shirts. I launched a lot of campaigns and failed miserably. I reached out and asked for help, but unfortunately didn't get any attention or replies. And whoever replied asked for a $5,000 coaching with no guarantees of success. Like, what the heck was he thinking about? So instead of breaking, I manned up and I got stubborn like a mule. And I said, oh well, time to teach myself how to do this. So I started testing and testing. And the only thing that got my back was my determination and will to succeed. Finally, after a while, I succeeded to crack the code and sell. And actually, yes, it was in Europe. So, since then I said, okay, looks like Europe is the place I need to throw my money in. And I couldn't be more right. During this, and after I started getting good results, I decided to create a group to help newbies and share my tips so they won't reach out and get disappointed like I got. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, when the Task Kickers group was born. It's now one of the most successful groups in mastering Facebook ads to sell t-shirts and products, where all content there is free of charge. So, what did I find in Europe that I couldn't find in the US, you say? Well, majorly the no competition factor. So, imagine Schneider from Germany, who's a passionate skateboarder, laying in his bed, browsing in Facebook, and suddenly, boom, a Born to Skate, Forced to Work t-shirt shows up in his newsfeed. He'll go nuts and he'll say, oh god, I need to buy this right now. While, on the other hand, Cindy White from the United States, who happens to be laying in bed, browsing in Facebook too, then suddenly, boom shakalaka, the same t-shirt shows up. She'll be like, oh god, I saw that t-shirt a million times already, just leave me alone. In other words, guys, Europe is an 800 million people continent, and those people are extremely starving to buy your things. You only need to show them a t-shirt or a product they're passionate about, and they'll buy happily ever after, exactly like Shrek and maybe Donkey. So, how to do this, you ask? Well, that's what I'm gonna teach you in this course. After you finish this course, you will be able to sell t-shirts, products from your store or whatever, regardless to what language a country speaks. I'm gonna take you on a crazy, enjoyable ride with me to conquer Europe and teach you how to find niches in a language you don't know anything about, find a popular design for that niche, translate, scale, create campaigns from A to Z, all about new pixel, all about retargeting, how to hire crazy cheap people to help you with language barrier, and much more stuff. So, if you're finally ready to take your business overseas and experience the European heaven, take action now and get involved. Thanks for watching and see you later.